I find I get this kind of repair paranoia thing. We've had the brakes done on the car and I drive around thinking, oh, they're playing up again, they're playing up again. I know they're not, they've been done fine. But this is our first long journey since the lockdown. We've gone to get supplies, and all the way there and all the way back I was just thinking, the brakes are failing, the brakes are failing. The roads are so bumpy you wouldn't know the thumping, so I'm stopping every so often to sniff because they give a very distinct smell. And these are the places we stopped at. So it's silent and I'm just breathing in. So now I'm doing a voiceover, consequently. Here we are with a view of Green Leighton up in Northumbria. This is where the Scots poured across in the Middle Ages as they hurtled down to Durham to raid the place. And then as they headed back up they were caught by the Percys, or in fact Harry Hotspur, the the heir of the Percy family, and the Battle of Otterburn took place. I think it's 1381, I should have checked that beforehand. And just across to one side there's a later folly on the hills. It's in fact actually a belvedere for the nearby grand house Wallington, and this is where all the posh folks could come and have wild parties and not damage the house. Very common phenomena in England at least, and some parts of Europe. Next stop is up on top of the moors, just up from that spot, and here we can see out to the east coast. So that's the eastern side of Northumbria, or Northumberland, and then looking down, or in fact I've zoomed in, you just start to see the sea appearing, that dark line creating the horizon. And there we are, and slowly we'll draw slightly southwards towards the town or the port of Blythe, one of Britain's few remaining really active ports. We've lost an awful lot in the last 100 years or so. And then as we sweep down you start to see some white blocks appear, and that's Newcastle, almost somewhat southeast of the spot we're at. And then as we swing round again in the very distance there's the Pennines as we start to point west. So now we're zoomed in on Blythe itself, and there you can see the major blocks of incredible architecture. Don't ask me what's going on in those. They're all very discreet, shall we say. Anyway, there we are with this landmark way out on the coast there, facing out into the North Sea. And then the very periphery of Newcastle there, as the tower blocks just begin to loom. And you won't see much of Newcastle from here because it's actually down a very steep slope down to the River Tyne. Now another stop further up along the moors, again looking out towards the coast, but this time a little bit more directly east, not so much south. So we've moved further up, and you can see the incredible landscape. There's the North Sea off in the distance. There's some fine landscape, and that is the power station just out near, I've completely forgotten the name. Oh no, I'll have to come back to that. And then sweeping round, same spot but looking further out, just at this magnificent panorama. Plenty of sheep as usual. This is like one of the main roads in to Rothbury, which isn't far off behind us. There you see the glare of the windscreen. So we're sitting, and that is the sort of northern flank of Simonside Hills. Very powerful looking block there. And finally, thank you for watching. It's a very different one this time. And there's a nice little beck trickling away. There'll be more soon. So, once again, thanks for watching. New Biggin by the sea. That's it. That was the place. How could I forget that?